as y'all probably know by now, there's 4 different eras, right? There's the Magic Bird, the Jordan, the Kobe, the modern era, and I thought, what better way to incorporate all of these? Obviously, people have done videos on them, but I feel like they just don't take them to their true potentials. That's what I'm doing here today. So we're going to rebuild a team in the Magic Bird era. We're going to rebuild one in the Jordan era. We're going to rebuild one in the Kobe era. Then we're going to rebuild one in the modern era. It's going to be a 1-year rebuild. If I don't win a championship, then we consider it failed. If I fail all 4, well, I just fail all 4, I guess. I don't know. But what we're going to do that's going to be a little bit different, we're not going to take the worst team. We're going to pick the Lakers in every single one because that was my favorite team up until Kobe was not a part of them anymore. We're going to pick the Lakers in every single one and do a fantasy draft. Wherever we end up with a pick, it's going to be Serpentine, and then we're just going to take that team, work with it, rebuild it, win a championship. So let's get into it. If y'all are curious what settings I use, I always turn team chemistry off. I also go down to the Stepien rule and turn that off, as well as the sign and trade restrictions and the traded draft picks because I don't think it's fair, and the injuries. Just because, figure I'd show you guys that. I also forgot to hit fantasy draft, but that's beside the point because now we're going to go back in and redo. Okay, that should all be good. All right, cool. So we're going to be the Los Angeles Lakers starting in this era. So we're going to do a sim draft, but we do have the 2nd pick overall. So I think they took Moses Malone. They really took Moses Malone. They didn't take Magic Johnson. I'm kind of heated. How are you going to be the Lakers and not take Magic Johnson? Anyways, I also thought about doing another video, which I'm just going to redo. I know I've seen Click Productions do it because I watch Click Productions, I watch YNG, and I watch KO4TQ all the time. Just kind of get like ideas and see what they do with their videos and stuff like that because I'd like to be able to do stuff like that. He did one where he redid the entire. Also, I always use a user-created 84, 87, and I think there's a later one because I like the idea of Charles Barkley as well as Reggie Miller being in the league because I just think it's better. So yeah, I found that this native Yardie right here does a really good job. So shout out to you for making those. Yeah, so here's what our team looks like. I was thinking about doing a thing where I guess Moses Malone isn't the worst thing in the world. It's a solid, the best center in the league, and currently at this point, up until Tim Duncan gets into the league, I think, unless I'm forgetting about somebody else. But anyways, for my other video idea, I was thinking about just starting over right here and just simulating and see what happens. Just completely don't do anything except just see what happens, recap every single year until we get to the present day. We'll see. That would be a really long video, but we'll see if I end up doing that. So yeah, hopping into it though, this is the team we're looking with, and I'm not a huge fan, but I don't think there's a lot of just people in general, but I think we can still make some deals. So I'm gonna, like I said, this is gonna be a long video already. We're at, what time are we at? We're already at 3 minutes in, and I'm not really gonna cut much of this out. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut to the different trades I do, and then we'll see how we do with the first rebuild. So the first trade I'm doing is I'm gonna go ahead and trade for Mo Cheeks. I know it seems like it might be a dumb deal because he's only 1 overall higher, but he is a really, really good perimeter defender, and I think defense wins championships in my opinion. Just in 2K standards at least. So I'm going to go off of previous trade. What previous trade? Oh my gosh. See, can't stand that. Anyways, so we're going to go ahead and see what kind of value. Because Clark Kellogg should have a good amount of value because he's young. Yeah, and he does. So, yeah. We could get this one. See, I was thinking about getting Dan Issel, and I was just because he is old, don't get me wrong, but I think this would be a really good trade, actually. I'm going to actually go in and try to build my own, but if that doesn't work, I'm going to go do that Dan Issel trade. And never mind. So to get Dan Issel, all I have to do is give them these guys, and that's 100% happening. Abso-freaking-lutely. Every day of the week. Like I said, he's not ideally what I want, but we'll make it work. I might be getting Mike Woodson here, too. Can he shoot? He cannot shoot the 3, though, so I do not want that. Bill Cartwright? That's not a bad pick either. Jeff Malone's got some good value. Norm Nixon at point guard instead of Mo Cheeks. Pretty good perimeter defense and really good playmaker. So I might, but see, I need a scorer. I don't think I have that right now. Mo Cheeks' perimeter defense is bar none, and his playmaking is really good too. So I don't really want to do that. Have any young talent that's worth something? Are you guys worth something? If I group this in together, can I get something? I'm still new to this whole, not new to it, but still trying to get better at trades and stuff like that. Get Fred Brown to come off the bench. He's pretty old. See if I can do this deal without giving up this pick. Oh, they want. Okay, now they want. Okay, well, we're not doing that. But Fred Brown's got a little bit of value, so that's fine. Well, okay, now you really want to do this trade for some reason. Okay, cool. Whatever. All right, so we're back, and this is the team I ended up with. I got Mo Cheeks. I got John Long at shooting guard, who cannot really. Not a lot of people can shoot the three, I found out, so it doesn't really matter. Clark Kellogg at small forward. Oh my God, my nose is itchy. We got Dan Issel at the power forward position. Moses Malone with Norm Nixon, Eddie Johnson, and Fred Brown coming off the bench, and I just made an 8-man because I'm only running 8, and we'll see how it goes. Obviously, this wasn't too difficult of a rebuild, but it's just kind of how the cards go because we got to give him Moses Malone to start with. So, yeah, I don't really want to see these CPU trade offers. Yep, you got it. Go for it. Fill it out. I don't care. I'm going to stop at the trade deadline probably and just kind of see how things are looking for us and see if I have to do any trades because people are upset. So nobody's really upset. Everybody's pretty happy. Exhilarated, lit, content. I mean, content's fine. Fine. Upset. Okay, so Willie Tucker's upset. So we need to go ahead and... Little known fact, if one player's upset, the whole team's upset. So, yep, you're going to just get traded for a draft pick. I don't even want you on the team anymore. That's how I feel about it. Wow, Norm Nixon jumped up to be right there. That's pretty dope. Yeah, we're 28-10, so not like amazing, but pretty good in my opinion. So, yeah, I'll catch y'all at the end of the year though. So, in the end of our first rebuild, which is in 1984, Larry Bird with an MVP, Ralph Sampson Rookie of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year, Kevin McHale, Tree Rollins Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved Sleepy Floyd, Brad Nelson with the Lakers is the Coach of the Year, and Raymond Hollins, who I'm assuming is with the Lakers. So this is the team we put together. We put together in 97, 99. 96. That's solid to me. Moses Malone was on the second team. He was only averaging 20 points, but that's because he had some other people to mess around there. Yeah, so yeah, we were the 1 seed, and looking at the standings, yeah, we were 10 games ahead of the next best in the Western Conference, and pretty close to the Cleveland Cavaliers, though, who I do not know who they have. They have they have George Gervin. They have the Iceman and like Larry Nance and Bill Cartwright, and Mark Eaton. So they got some role players. All right, so can we go ahead and win in the first? If we can win this one, this would be dope. They got Alex English, Purvis Short, as well as Daryl Dawkins, but they have a 72 starting at their power forward position. So I don't think he's going to be able to bang down low with Moses Malone, and we get out with a sweep in the first round. Obviously, it was San Diego Clippers back then too. Keep that in mind. They have World Be Free, Terry Cummings, and Robert Parrish. So Robert Parrish, Moses Malone, but once again, they have a 72. Like, they don't have a point or a power forward. I don't know if those were, like, hard to come by back in these times, but, like, that's definitely going to... Okay. I don't like losing, so we're going to keep the 8-man. Dan Issel's tired. I figured as much because he's pretty old, and he's having to play a lot of minutes. But we win Game 4, gentleman sweep game on to the conference finals against the Seattle Supersonics, who have a really bad backcourt. Well, not bad, but like a young fat lever, and then they have or an old fat lever. I'm not sure which. And then Bernard King, Kenny Carr, and yeah. Wait a second. Is he young or old? Yeah, young fat lever. Yeah, got it. So I don't see this one being difficult for us either. Okay, we lose Game 2, win Game 3, win Game 4, gentleman sweep. All right, and we're going up against the Celtics still, because why not? I mean, they don't have Larry Legend now, and they don't really have... I don't see this also being an issue for us. So I think we just... Okay. Win Game 3. Here's Game 4. Win Game 5. And we won the title. Let's go. Game 1. First era is completed. Obviously, we had Moses Malone to start, so that's kind of unfair, but I left it up to chance. So that's just how chance goes. Still had to build a squad around him because they did not draft that good of a team. Moses Malone wins MVP, obviously, and I will see you guys in the Jordan era. All right, we are now in the Jordan era with the Los Angeles Lakers, and we have pick number 17. So probably not going to be as easy this time. See, I told you the first time we just got lucky. We really did. This time, probably not going to do as well. But we still can because we still have draft picks. This time, I turned the steeping rule off for sure, so we should be able to trade those draft picks because I don't know why it wouldn't let me turn it off once I got into the season, even though I turned it off before it started. So that was really annoying. But yeah, so we're just going to use that 92 draft class because it doesn't matter because it's a one-year rebuild, and our roster looks a little something like this. They took Dennis Rodman first, bro. Are we serious? Like, Dennis is a beast, don't get me wrong, but he always gets mad. You're definitely getting traded out of here, dude. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, we're going to see what we can get, but definitely getting you on out of here to try to... I'm going to try to bring in an all-star. I'm going to try to do my own trade. I wonder if... Is the World of Untouchables, is that a thing? Are they... let's see. So I should probably have used this the first time anyways. So it says we're rebuilding, which kind of sucks. Is there any selling teams? No. Everybody's rebuilding and buying? Okay. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. Okay, so they have a lot of... Alright, so Tim Hardaway... Chris Mullin, maybe. I mean, we can turn off Untouchables. I don't really care. They don't really have that good of a team. Larry Bird's untouchable. David Robinson's untouchable, I'm sure. They got Mark Price. Brad Daughtry's good. James Worthy we could go get. I want to get like a stud. Oh, okay. Hakeem. So let's go talk to the Rockets. So let's see. I'm not going to do... Actually, I'm going to do a trade finder to the Rockets, but I doubt they're going to even have anything available for Hakeem, even though he's not untouchable. Yeah, I didn't think so. So what we're going to have to do is go formulate our own trade. So let's go over to the Rockets and see what we got going on there. Put Hakeem up there. Give him Dennis and give him a first-round pick because we're supposed to be... I got to give you something else. Okay. And you can have Walt Booker. Okay, what if I give you... Not that. What if I give you another pick? What if I give you another pick? What if I give you one more pick? And they agree. We got Hakeem. That was a lot to give up for Hakeem, but it's Hakeem Olajuwon. He is still a beast. He's a stud. Okay, so I'm not even regretting that at all. We have Michael Williams and one more pick to kind of mess around with, but we're going to go ahead and throw that in. I mean, technically, we could go throw him in there to get 2 picks. As far as anybody else, Jeff Malone might be good. Nobody really wants... We get Moses Malone back again. Tom Chambers. There's Kevin McHale and Vernon Maxwell. That wouldn't be bad. That would kind of give us a little bit across the board. Because we do have Hakeem. I'll be back. All right, that took a little bit longer than I wanted it to. But anyways, so we kept Michael Williams because I looked, and he's 6'2", which is a solid height. He's still young. His playmaking is an A+. His perimeter defense is an A+. And yes, I could go into more depth and look into actual attributes. But I usually trust that because it's like his hands are an 85, so he's average with that. Pass IQ is good. Pass vision is above average. Like perimeter defense is 91, way above average. His steal is way above average. His block is average. His rebounding is right there. Lateral quickness is really good. Like you can tell. Oh, we got Vernon Maxwell, who has a 77 3-point shot, so he's not like the best, but he's certainly like solid for what we need with a little bit of perimeter defense and some post defense at our shooting guard position. Jerome Kersey, who has a good perimeter D, as well as pretty good posty and some rebounding too, but he can't shoot the 3, but that's fine because we're going to use some kind of like that. We got a really... Oh, and this isn't even an old Kevin McHale. Oh. He's been in the league since he was 16? Is that accurate? I don't know, but he's got post D and rebounding. Obviously, we got Hakeem at the run in the center. So, like, not nearly as good as last year, but still a solid team. We have Scott Skiles coming off the bench who can make and play a little bit of defense as well as shoot the 3 a little. Del Curry, the best 3-point shooter of all time until his son came along, obviously. Kenny Gaddison, who's just kind of there because he's a power forward center. Then Matt Bullard, also a power forward center, just because I'm sure these bigs are going to get tired, considering Hakeem is now, like, a little bit older. So I feel like we have a pretty decent squad, pretty like experienced, not too old. So I can't promise we're going to do as good as last year, but I still think we're going to do pretty well. So I'll catch you guys at the end of the Jordan era and see where we're at. All right, we didn't finish as good as we did in the last one, but it's fine. We're still definitely making the playoffs for sure. Clyde Drexler wins most valuable player. Larry Johnson, rookie of the year. 6th man of the year goes to Detlef Schrempf. David Robinson, Defensive Player of the Year, and Dana Barros is Most Improved. We have Phil Jackson's Coach of the Year for the Bulls, obviously. Dylan Paul, who's... I'm not sure who's he's in charge of. Did we go... Here's what the teams are looking like. Who do we have? Hakeem? Yeah. I mean, he made the all-defensive team, which is pretty cool. We ended up being the 1 seed. Wow. We did better than I thought, I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess we did better than everybody else in the West. I guess nobody in the West was that strong. Obviously, the Chicago Bulls. But the Chicago Bulls don't have Jordan, do they? Did they still end up with Jordan? That'd be really funny. No, they have Clyde Drexler. Oh, dang it. I was going to say, Jordan's not good in Sim for some reason, but the Suns only have James Worthy. So, yeah, I'm not super concerned with that. I don't even think I'm going to shorten our rotation yet. Yeah, I didn't think so. We got the Clips here. They have a better team. They have Chris Mullin and Terry Porter, but Hakeem's going to destroy their starting. Obviously, they don't have good centers if that guy's the one that's starting for them. So Hakeem's going to tear him up all game long. We win game 1. We win game 2. We lose game 3. Win game 4. Gentlemen sweep, and we do get it. Let's go. We're going against the number 3 seed Dallas Mavericks, who have Mitch Richmond and Glenn Rice and Grant Long in a really, really, really bad point guard. Okay, I don't even... If we lose to them, like, I'm just over it. Gentleman sweep. Yep, got it. Oh, well, we won. We won the second one. So we're 2 for 2 so far. Didn't mean to just straight simulate through all that, but I guess that's kind of what happens. So yeah, shout out to Hakeem for being a 2K sim god. On to the Kobe era. Right, we're back at it in the Kobe era this time with the Los Angeles Lakers. And what pick are we gonna get? Well, we ain't getting nobody that good. All right, we're going way down. All right, so we're 20th, but obviously I showed in the last one we had the 18th pick, and we still ended up doing really well. And we're 2 for 2 so far. So honestly, we could lose these last 2, and I'll be perfectly content. Because I was just hoping I wasn't going to win none of them, and then that would make for a really bad video. Excuse me. Just looking at our team so far. Okay, the Bobcats joined the league. Got it. Arguably one of the best draft classes of all time. We got Gary Payton, who they took first, who's 34 years old. Bruce Bowen, Theo Ratliff, and bro, how old is this team y'all took? Oh my gracious, an older Bruce Bowen, an old Gary Payton, a really old Kevin Willis, a really old Charles Oakley, a really old Chris Dunn. Like, bro, they took the oldest guy. We have the highest age in the league, dude. Like, none of these guys are... The youngest guy we got is 28, 20... Okay, this guy, Richard Howard. This is going to take a little bit of... This is going to take some finessing to be able to be able to, you know what I'm saying. But if we're checking up the team intel, we're buying currently, which I don't think makes any sense. Is any team competing? I mean, I guess I got to simulate, like, into the year for that to happen. Is that how that... I'm assuming so. Let's see who they don't have as untouchable that we can go snag. They got Kobe is untouchable. That ain't happening. They don't really have anybody I'm after. They got old Michael Jordan. We could probably go get an old Mike for... Actually, who did I just see that on? The Nets. Let's go see what the... Let's do a little... What do y'all want for Mike? No offers for Mike? Shoot. I'm okay with going and trading for Michael Jordan because he is going to be... He's going to be a really cheap option for us to go for. We could give up like Derek Anderson and like a pick or something. The Nets, $5 million more than their... I mean, technically speaking, I'd rather go ahead and get rid of that. Kevin Willis is worth literally nothing. Charles Oakley's probably worth the same. So we might have to go ahead and do the Derek Anderson and then take like Ruben Patterson. Okay, now we don't. Okay, we'll give you our worst player. I see this is not going to work now. Okay, what if I give you another first overall? I don't want to give up all my picks, but I'll give you like an 05 and an 06. And you, yeah, okay, I didn't think so. All right, I'll be back. So we might officially have the oldest team ever assembled in basketball. Okay, this is the best thing I could do. The best thing I could do. If Michael Jordan 39, Stephon Marbury 25, Karl Malone's at 39, Bruce Bowen's 31. Jamal McGlore's only 24, so he's some young talent. Kenny Thomas as well as Dermonenko, who I love having as my backups. Steve Kerr. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So are we going to do good? I don't know. I'm kind of scared. I'm not going to lie. But we still have Mike, who can still defend the perimeter pretty good. And I'm pretty sure he still has, 90 shot tendency. So that's good. Stephon Marbury is disgusting in these sims. And he's going to be good at point. Perimeter defense, Bruce Bowen is solid. Karl Malone can still bang a little bit down there. And Jamal McGlure, he can play in the post pretty well. Dermonenko is pretty solid in the post. Kenny Thomas, pretty solid in the post. And we got Steve Kerr and another center who, so I'd probably try to trade him for somebody else. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. First shooting guard, small forward I find that is like decent overall. I don't really want another point guard off the bench. Eddie Robinson, welcome to the team. Illegal trade, whatever. Don't care. Yeah, so we got Eddie Robinson now. Yeah, that's our team. So we'll see what happens come playoff time. Okay, so Kevin Garnett, MVP. I didn't even look at the rest of those. I am so sorry. Just skipped right over them. You can see these right here. This video is probably going to be pretty... Actually, yeah, this video is going to be pretty long and a lot of editing to do, but that's fine. We are the 2 seed, miraculously. So they're really upset. Bruce Bowen and McGlure. Kurt Thomas is content, but they're really, really not okay. And I didn't catch it before the trade deadline. I was just kind of like simming through doing my own thing, like on... like off screen, and yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and bump this down to 8 and just hope that we do well. I don't know if we run into anybody with like an all-star, like we might be SOL, but Man, that looks really weird seeing Jordan in a Lakers jersey, also wearing the number 4. Just going to put that out there. They have Steve Francis, Jerry Stackhouse. I think we're going to at least get past this team, though. Win game 1. Win game 2. Okay, rebuild the rotation. Sim it up. Let's see what happens. It looks like we're doing pretty well so far, though. Okay, they're coming back. We're not quite out of the woods yet. Who's doing all our I figured Stephon Marbury would be doing a lot of it. Yeah, dude, Bowen, I mean, his shot tendency is not bad. We get, oh, I didn't even have to do that. Okay. Of course, I got to do it again. I'm still used to the 3-game series, so can we go ahead and get past the Mavericks right here, though? Are we going to lose in round 1 of this one? Are we? I mean, it won't surprise me if we do. I genuinely will not surprise me. I was not expecting this team to even be the 2 seed, and we get knocked out first round. So, yeah. And the Knicks with Jermaine. I knew I should have gotten Jermaine O'Neal. They win. So, 2 for 3, and we're going to hop into the modern era. I'll see you in a minute. And we're here in the modern era. Let's go ahead and get it. Where pick are we getting? Dude, other than that first video, we have not gotten a good pick. We're just going down further. So the only problem I see with the modern era is I've not done a lot of rebuilds in the modern era. I've mainly done the older ones just because I love the nostalgia factor behind it. It's just so much fun to me. So the modern era is going to be interesting for me for sure. Hopefully we at least get like a pretty good team, or at least they got some young talent or something like that. Maybe they picked up a young guy that I can flip for like, I'm just going to auto-generate because it doesn't really matter. Hopefully they picked up a young team. Okay, we got Mikal Bridges. Okay, we got Evan Mobley. That's really good because he's worth a good amount. Fred VanVleet, Clint Capella, John Wall. Okay, that's not bad. That really is not bad. Josh Okogie. We can do some stuff with this. Because if we go ahead and throw these 3 guys, like we got 4.5, 3.5, like Evan Mobley's getting flipped. Like right now, if I threw Evan Mobley up there with a 2023, I guarantee you I can get, Tyrese Halliburton. Or, wow, not really as much as I thought I could get, to be honest with you. I bet a lot of these guys are untouchable. 1 second, because the untouchables really didn't bug me until the last video when I could not get anybody, so I'm going to go make sure there's no untouchables for any teams. Okay, now that there's no untouchables, I realized something. There's 1 player and 1 player only, and I remember what team he's on now. Luka Doncic. Can we go get Luka? Is that a possible trade for us at all? We're going to get to... Okay, so Mikal and... We're going to add the... Okay. He's not untouchable anymore. Can we just go get Luka straight up? I feel like we have the assets. Possibly. Okay. Are we going to give up everything to try to... Okay. Let's get rid of that trade exception because it'll pop up regardless. Okay. No Luka. Okay. My other person I want to go after is Jokic. Is that a possible one at all? Probably not. Okay. Yeah, didn't think that would work. Picks work? I don't want to do that pick. I want Luka. I want Jokic. I wanted Luka, but that didn't work. So, last pick. Are we going to give up all our picks for Jokic? Nope, it's not happening. Okay. Because if you look... Yeah, nobody should have any... Nobody has untouchables. Who's a selling team? Is there any teams that are selling? Alright, I might have to go a couple into the future to see. So I'm just going to go ahead and... Realistically, it doesn't matter to me how we do these first few games. No, I don't want to do that. Actually, we probably have a decent team. Alright, so we went 3-2, or 4-2 through the first few, so that's fine. I'm just trying to see now if it'll actually show teams as what they are. No, everybody's just buying or rebuilding. Okay, so I guess we'll rock to a rebuilding team. The Warriors, they have Donovan Mitchell. Do we go get Donovan Mitchell from the Warriors? Can we? I feel like we definitely can go get Donovan Mitchell from the Warriors. The question is, are they going to want to... Yeah, I didn't think so. So the problem here is... So Donovan Mitchell, we'll give you Mikal Bridges. Lakers are going to take 4 more than they have, so that's fine. We'll give you John Wall. And we'll give you... If we can keep Evan Mobley and get Donovan Mitchell, that would be sick. Is that going to work? I have no idea. Will I give up all my picks to do it? Absolutely. But I can't promise it's going to work, and it doesn't. Okay, so what if I take away... I know I'm going to at least need 2, probably. So John Wall was at like a $4 million Is Chris Boucher more valuable? No, not really. I don't want to. Okay, I'll give you. Okay, but then you guys are gonna have to give me one. Okay, not Drew Holiday. Somebody worth $1 million. Can I get Trey Jones? You think? All right. What if we do that? Because I don't really care about Clint Capella. I can go get him back for like some scrubs anyways, because he's really easy to trade for in 2K. No. Okay. Okay. What about? See, I'm gonna get pissed off if I end up overpaying for him. Jock Land. Why is he still worth 2.5? Clement. Okay. I didn't think this would work, no matter what way I did it. Yeah. What about Van Vliet? You gotta make up. No. Yeah, he's gonna be worth more. You give me. No, stop clicking on him. You give me Lonnie Walker. No, really? Okay, you're worth 2.5 stars. Dude, this is really annoying me. Okay, what about Pat Connaughton? He ain't worth nothing. Okay. One last one to see, because I think I saw, yeah, they got this Jake. Okay. All right, Donovan Mitchell ain't going to happen either. Is there anybody else that I really think that I could just go get? Jimmy Butler, possibly. I'd be willing to give you Michael Bridges, whatever, and Clint Capella for Jimmy Butler. Okay. Luckily, we have some cap room, or they have some cap room. But I don't think this is... Oh, they accepted it. Okay. Okay, we gave up 3 picks, but we got Jimmy Butler. Now we have Jimmy Butler and Evan Mobley. So, and Fred VanVleet. Granted, we had to give up Mikal Bridges, but I'd rather have Jimmy Butler anyways. All right, let me do the rest of these trades and see what we can come up with. That actually went pretty well for me, I think. I think we have a solid team. I don't like having too many powerhouses on one team, but I feel like this is going to be really good. So we got Tyrese Halliburton at point, so he can play some defense, do really good playmaking, just everything just about. We got Scary Terry at shooting guard because Scary Terry is disgusting. I mean, it only shows a B+ for perimeter D, but he is a defensive beast. He can also score like a good bit. Was that who I thought I was? Did I want Terry Rozier? Was I thinking of somebody else? Whatever. I'll think about it later. Jimmy Butler at small forward because he's Jimmy Butler and he makes it to finals. Aaron Gordon is going to be a solid power forward for us because I feel like he's a really good role player as well as he can rebound and he's 6'8", which is pretty tall. Then we got Naz Reid at the center position with Al Horford coming off the bench. Obviously, Al Horford, we know what he can do. With Derek White as a backup because he can score a little bit and I think he's got like a 60 shot tendency, which is not bad. Nobody really has that high of one. Tyrese's is a 55, which is crazy to me. Monte Morris coming off the bench as a backup point guard. And Josh Okogie is backup small forward. Karis LeVert as well, but as the season goes on, if I don't feel like we're doing well enough, then I'll go ahead and get rid of Karis LeVert. So we're going to send it to the playoffs. We didn't finish as well as I wanted to. Trae Young won MVP. Goodness gracious, look at those numbers. Paolo Banchero, Rookie of the Year. 6th Man of the Year, Markelle Fultz. Miles Turner, Defensive Player of the Year. Alperen Sengun. Most Improved Coach of the Year, Quinn Snyder with the Hawks. And Clark Hamilton, 45 and 30. Is that ours? That'd be funny if it was us. It might be. Yeah, that was us. I'm pretty sure that was. We have a really good team. We ended up making a couple more trades. So we got Mason Plumlee on the team, KCP on the team, and then who else? I think that was it. I think that's all we did. But yeah, because some people got upset or what, this, that, and the other. No, you gotta go pee. You gotta go out. I don't remember what I was saying because I had to go take my dog out. But anyways, this is what our team looks like. Everybody's tired, so that's cool. We love that. But yeah, so we made the playoffs. We're the 4 seed. That's cool, I guess. But we're going up against the OKC Thunder. I feel like our team is really good. So as long as they play well together, like we're going up against Dame and DeAndre Ayton and Desmond Bane, but they don't have anybody that can match up with Jimmy Butler, and Aaron Gordon's going to bang pretty well down there. So I think we're going to be all right. We win game 1, win game 2. Win game 3. I just released somebody to the free agency. Okay, gentleman sweep. Yep, we got gentleman sweep. Released somebody to the free agency because they were upset, and I was like, well, I don't care about a cap hit because I'm not going to do it next year, and it's just a 1-year rebuild anyways. And they have Shea and Josh Giddey end up on the same team. With Draymond Green, Kevon Looney, I don't know, maybe. Oh, we win game 1. Win game 2. Win game 3. Are we going to sweep the Spurs? We swept the Spurs. Let's go. Get the brooms ready. All right, I'm going up against the Sacramento Kings with Giannis, Keldon Johnson, Jared Allen, and that's about it. See, I often wonder what these teams' benches look like. So they got like John Collins, TJ Warren, like they got an alright bench, but like if they're running like super deep with that team, like I feel like we outmatched them on that level. I am going to go to the game plan and make sure everybody that should be starting is starting, and we're still running a 9-man, so if we lose a game, we'll bump it to an 8. We win game 1, win game 2, win game 3. Are we going to sweep the Kings, too, with Giannis? Oh, gentleman sweep? No. Yeah, so we're going to have to go ahead and... I was hoping we wouldn't have to do this until the... but, hey, Scary Terry's doing his thing, and we make it to the NBA Finals. Let's go, Jimmy Butler versus Jason Tatum. Goodness gracious. Can we go ahead and get Jimmy his title? All right, can we go get Jimmy his title? I would say this is the most comparable team we've been up against, except for we have Tyrese. And, yeah, other than that, and I mean, I think Jason Tatum's a little bit better than Jimmy Butler. But we win game 1, they win game 2, they win game 3, we win game 4, we win game 5, and we win the title. Let's go, 3 for 4, baby. And we did it in the modern era, getting Jimmy G Buckets his title. Let's freaking go. All right, cool. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed our 4 rebuilds in one video. I love this era stuff. It's awesome. I hope they build on it in 2K24. I think it's going to be really awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And as always, have a wonderful rest of your day.